right, once again, we're covering bodyguard formations. Two most common formations we're going to be dealing with is a diamond formation, a wedge formation, and even an additional one, which is the box formation. Exactly the way they look, the way they sound is the way they look. A box formation is going to look like this. A diamond formation is going to look like a diamond pattern. And a wedge formation is going to look like this. There's going to be somebody on the box formation on 4 corners. With the diamond formation, still 4 corners. With a wedge formation, we're going to have 3 sections. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Within those formations is going to be your protectee or principal, center. Okay? With the wedge formation, the first one I'm going to show you here. You're going to have somebody at the point, just slightly ahead of protectee, principal. Okay? Just off to his side, but slightly to the back, but not directly to the side and not to the rear. You're going to have the next person. And then the next person. Okay? Wedge formation, you do not want to be too far behind or right up on the person. One person is going to be slightly closer to the front in the back than this person, with a little more to the rear. So they're not going to be directly lined up next to each other. That's your standard wedge formation. The box formation, you're going to have a team member advancing to the front, a team member on one side, and then the other side of your rear. Protectee is pretty much going to be centered. So if anything happens, these team members can, in the front, either deal with the situation while the other 2 move towards the protectee or the principal and get them out of here. This person is probably going to make a way for them, clear the path, while this person grabs the protectee, bends them at the waist so his head is low, and escorts them out. Anybody see that? Same thing with the wedge formation. This person up front may be the person that has to deal with the attacker who's coming from this way. He'll advance to deal with that person, delay him, or stop them altogether. These 2, this one will grab the protectee, this one clears the path for them to get out of there towards their exit. Anybody understand where we're going with this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right in.
Yes.
Box formation, it works just as simple. This person up here, if it's not that big of a situation that they have to stop that person, then one person may be stopping them, another person might join in, make sure nobody else is following. And with your diamond formation, separate them. It's just like with that wedge, except you have that extra man. And the principal, once again, is centered. And then an attacker moves in, person in front can advance forward to him. One of these 2 here can advance to the protectee, principal. This person may go stop here to assist the other agent who is trying to stop the attacker, or he may also follow up behind the principal and the secondary agent, while this person back here clears the path. Okay? We're going to go through these demonstrations tonight, but you guys get a great idea of how that works. Now, That's pretty standard, right? But this can also go different ways. An attacker is not going to work with your game plan. He is not going to decide, well, they got a diamond formation, I think I'll attack from the front. An assassin, a trained assassin, studies. Hold your questions. A trained attacker is going to come from any different angle. He already knows these formations. 9 times out of 10, a trained attacker is somebody with military experience or some type of law enforcement training. A typical stalker is very unpredictable. They're not going to make a frontal attack. 9 times out of 10, they're going to come out of anywhere. So, let's say we're in there's 3 of us on staff, right? We have a wedge formation. Our protectee is centered. We have a planned route, right? Our exit is over here. Let's say there's a platform or stage here. And we're advancing to it in that direction towards the stage. Now, you have a crowd of people in various areas. Here, 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 and here. So we're surrounded by people, which is typically a case when you're at a concert or some kind of public appearance for a celebrity personality, radio station personality, or what you may have. So, let's say your attacker's coming from this direction. Okay, you have a man here. Now this man has to step in and advance towards your attacker from that side angle. What do these 2 agents do? Anybody have a suggestion?
The rear
Raise
man.
your hand, I'll select you. Anybody? James.
The rear man takes the principal away.
Right. And in that scenario, this man would advance forward, grab the protectee, this man would follow up. Problem with that is, who's clearing the path?
No
No one. Ideally, what's going to happen is that may work. Whoever's closest to the protectee is the first person they grab. Ideally, what you want to see is the person from the rear come back, grab the protectee, and this person comes in and heads out.
Closest to the exit, right?
No, closest to the protectee.
No, I'm saying the person who's heading out is going closest to the exit, right?
Yeah, they're gonna make it to the exit one way or another. They may have to go all the way around these people, go to an outside way to get to it. They may have to come from that angle right there. But first thing they gotta do is get to the protectee, and the person has to determine who's gonna clear the pathway. That's the best way to do that. At the same time, this man is here by himself, so you may have to secure the protectee and come back to this guy. There may be police officers on site, there may be other security personnel who's not assigned to the protectee. You don't know that until we get there, or we do the advanced work to find that out. But in a situation where there's only 3 of us, typically, we want to just get out of there. If there's a person that's advancing, somebody has to stop it. It may be that just the one person grabs the protectee and makes his way to the exit, while the secondary person assists the other agent, who's now in jeopardy himself. That's why advanced work is important. That's another area we're going to discuss tonight. Whenever we go to an event, whenever we accept a detail, no matter how serious or small it is, advanced work is very important. Anybody have any idea what advanced work is?
We'll do the detail before it's actually time for the event.
And And then what?
Then come back and share it with the rest of the team,
Okay, share what?
the detail
Detail, what do you mean?
of the event.
Give me the details of the detail. What are they looking for when they go?
They're looking for formations.
Raise your hand.
Oh,
You got anything else?
they're pretty much, looking for formations.
All right, we'll go through some advanced information with you guys really quick. When a protectee makes a trip of any duration, either to another city overseas, to a restaurant or a meeting, the agents assigned to that protectee go out in advance. It may be only one person, it may be a group, depending on how large the detail is or how large the threat. Those team members are going to find out where all the exits are. They're going to find out where the nearest police station is, the nearest hospital, what the police response time is, what are the best routes to take to get there, what traffic is like on that day, at that particular time of day. Are there any known regular threats in the area? They may want to go into an online site and find out what the crime stats for that area are. There's all sorts of things that make up an advanced team's detail. Probably one of the most important things a team can do with a serious client is do the advanced work. Whether it's a concert arena, a school, whether you're protecting a dignitary or a celebrity or just somebody who's feeling that they're a threat. Primary goal is to minimize risk. You're going to want to meticulously detail information about the location. You're going to find out who the contact persons are on that site. You know, if there's another security team that regularly works that particular location, you want to liaison with those people. You know, there's been times when I've done advanced work ahead of a client making an appearance at a nightclub, and I had to speak with the management and the security so that when I come in with the celebrity, he's not forced to stand in line. He doesn't have to go through the pat-down searches. They can go straight into the club past everybody. Maybe they'll have one of their staff members come and do a pat-down search of us and our client, if that's what they require. But they'll do it inside the club somewhere, or they'll do it maybe at our location and ride with us to the event. That way we don't have any delay issues. You also, if you're on an advanced team, you want to notify your local PD that you have a client who may be high profile or a client who has some different risk factors, so that they know that we're there, so that we don't have any issues with them. That's right.
So even when you go do the advanced detail, when you go back for the actual event, those same people should be there, right?
Not necessarily.
Not
Advanced
necessarily.
person may be so busy that they relay information to you maybe by phone, maybe by electronic communications like computer, internet, and it could just call you on the phone, just give you all the details that you need to know. Name of the contact person, where the exits are, who to talk to find the exits, who to talk to in the local PD. You know, they may have done all that work for you, and as you're on your way to the location, they're on their way to the next location. If you have somebody with a very extensive itinerary, there's not time for that advanced person to hang around all the time. They may have to keep moving so that there's always somebody ahead of the game. Somebody always has the information already ready, set up, so that when you arrive, all you have to do is your job. You don't have to do their job as well. If they're delayed because they waited on you to arrive, then when it's time to get to the next event, nothing's taken care of. Okay? So you're basically taking a survey for the team. You want to get as much information as possible. You typically want to have a prepared checklist of things you want to go through. You want to make sure that all the information that your team needs is right there for them. So you don't want to miss anything. If you have a checklist, go through everything that applies to every detail.